line. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet. Not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Crank it up. Oh, it's race day. 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 Crank it up.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, not only is it a good time to be back alive here on Pizza Race TV, but hey, I'm got my voice all situated out. I'm feeling pretty good right now, so I hope you guys are feeling pretty good because it is time to go racing here live back on Pizza Race TV for your showcase of the Pit Stall Racing Series here at Michigan National Speedway. Hello, everyone. I am the Crusader Chris Driver joining you guys here today. Back from my illness and back from my basement encampment of being sicker than a dog and strepped out a little bit with my strep throat. I'm feeling might better than I think I ever have in quite some time. So, with that being said, though, of course, that is not what we're here to talk about today. We are here to talk about and showcase to you today the best of the toughest of the Pit Stall Racing Series as these Truck Series drivers get ready to roll it out here on the show here and see what they can do, duking it out in the toughest scenarios and the toughest battles here. We'll start by talking out here with some of the guys here as Tim Williams now joins us on the call here. Tim, #1 seed right now in the practice session here, currently looking at trying to make a name for yourself here once again at Michigan. I know you've had some success here before. What's the game plan here with this truck division today?
Make it go fast, keep it off the wall, and hope for the best.
Now, a lot of steering inputs and a lot of work around here on the track here. I got to ask you, how tough is it going to be for really kind of hoping down the controls and trying to speed up the thing when you got to really make your moves here?
I think it's just a matter of where you're going to come into the corner, where you're going to get the middle, and where you're going to get out. I've tried a couple of different things. It seems to be, I'm not going to give anything away, but I found a point going in and the center in and out that I seem to be a little bit faster if I'm behind somebody. So obviously the draft makes a difference too. So
For sure there. All right, well, Tim, we do appreciate your time down there. Best of luck as you get this 45 out on the track.
thank you very much, sir.
The 45, ladies and gentlemen, Tim Williams there on the line. We'll take a listen in now to Brandon Meyer there in the number 33 machine as he comes piloting right out on the circuit here. Brandon, good to hear from you again, sir, and good to see you kind of really working your field in, trying to see what you can do with the track today. How is you feeling, and what is going to be the game plan for you and this team?
I think the game plan is going to be just staying stable in this race. Try to conserve a few extra laps on fuel, and I think pitting with a few trucks is going to be one of the keys to it tonight. You don't want to be left alone on this track because of the draft, so we'll see how it feels. A little nervous tonight, didn't know if there was going to be racing, but she got it figured out, and here we are.
Here we are indeed. Now, Brandon, I know a lot of game plans and strategies really put to the test here, but the thing we always kind of know about Michigan is that it is a 550 horsepower package, a little bit tighter on the drafting package here, as well as kind of tighter on the overall plate racing style. I mean, how do you guys kind of get away from that, kind of differentiate to make sure you can at least try to take hold where others can't?
It's just not really sure. You just got to take it lap by lap. That's kind of what I feel I need to do tonight. And when you hit your marks, truck gets too loose, gets too light, readjust for the next lap, and don't want to suck up too close to these trucks because the draft doesn't work that well. You got to leave that little bit of a bubble, and hopefully that'll get you through the corners and down a straightaway well. I'm on the track, so I'm trying to focusing right now. But so yeah, we'll take it lap by lap, 80 lap race, long run, about 14, 15 laps on fuel. So a lot of pit stops tonight.
All right, well, Brandon, thank you for your time down there. Good luck as you're ready to roll it on out with these guys.
All right, thank you.
Brandon Meyer, ladies and gentlemen, on the line there. We'll now listen into the old Mitzel, DJ Mitzel now as he joins us here on the call. And DJ, currently right now, the Skull Bandit has been in full effect in the number 4 machine currently and the 4th spot for practice. How is the tires feeling in terms of the overall pace and the overall distance you're kind of facing up against?
Hey Chris, the tires are holding up pretty good. I ran a couple fuel runs on them. Gets a little bit loose if you try to bring it all the way to the bottom. It's being a little aggressive and wore off the right rear, which it seems like if you do that, you're going to continue to be loose. Otherwise, you get a couple laps and then they kind of even out, drop off and even out. A lot of draft here though, so drafting seems like it's going to be a big deal.
Certainly will indeed. Now I know obviously drafting is one part of the deal here. I know obviously we also got to kind of look at the pit strategies as well. Pit stops wise, like where are you guys thinking it's going to be the best opportunity? Like what is going to be your best option to really take notice of?
You know, it looks like we're getting maybe 14 laps per tank. Only 2 sets, so I think we're gonna have to go at least two tanks per set. I don't know, maybe depending on how cautions fly and how much the tires fall off at the end there. Will kind of depend on what my strategy is. I don't really have it figured out yet, but suppose by halfway I'll figure something out.
For sure there. All right, DJ, appreciate your time down there, buddy. Good luck as you're ready to roll them out with these guys.
Thank you.
DJ the Mitzel, ladies and gentlemen. Now up here, the number 84 machine. Len McNeese now joining me here on the line. And Len, once more, sir, we see you back on a track that I believe you had a lot of success on. I believe back in the Super Late Model division, this is where you got your one and only win on. And I mean, how important was it to get that one there, especially considering everything?
Oh yeah, I hope I can get that luck back again. I don't know. I got lucky that one time on it, so we'll cross our fingers. But I do like these big tracks, so hopefully we can pull a little strategy and be there at the end.
Pull a little strategy and pull a little rabbit out of the hat. I mean, how's it going to be if you try to make that move out of here again, what do you think?
I'm sitting here debating that right now. I'm thinking, it's going to play down to a tire game and a fuel game. I hope we don't have a lot of cautions. So if it does, maybe we can just run it out green and see how it turns out at that point.
For sure there. All right. Well, Len, it's good to see you back here on the show here and good to hear from you once again, buddy. Good luck as you're ready to face them off here on the track.
Hey, I appreciate you and good to hear you back in here with us.
Good to hear you again, too, then. Ladies and gentlemen, Len McNeese there on the line. Take a listen to Todd Poston now here. Todd Poston joining us here on the call line. And Todd, obviously we talked about a lot of how much the overall speed and the overall conditions are going to kind of play in, but in terms of the weather-wise though, and the way the track conditions kind of change up, I mean, how much does that day-to-night transition kind of start to really emphasize on the trucks, and what does it really do for you guys in this case?
Hopefully it's going to give us a little bit more grip after the sun goes down. We might get a little bit more grip here. It's a little bit loose after about 3 or 4 laps.
Now, why is that in this case for you in this game?
It just feels like if we get down deep in the turn, the rear end tries to float around. I'm guessing more than likely the track's decently hot. I haven't actually looked at the moment.
All right, well, nevertheless, we do appreciate at least coming down here today here. Maybe you really want to kind of just let know if you wanted to see him watch it out race on the track today, or want to let him know you're here to race?
I just want to say good luck to the team, DJ and Len and all them.
All right, Todd, good luck out there, buddy, as we roll him out on the circuit.
Thank you, sir.
Todd Poston, ladies and gentlemen. Listen now real quick in here, Russell Hancock. Russell Hancock, I believe one of the newcomers here to our end of the bargain here, as Russell Getting ready to head into qualifying here, bud. I got to ask you real quick. Really, are you going for the speed, or are you going to look towards maybe trying to get a decent time to kind of lay back low and let these drivers figure it out?
I think I'm just going to try to get a decent time and lay back for a while. Just run around here some with DJ and Todd and Lynn.
All right. Well, Russell, any final thoughts before we enter into the qualifying in the race today, buddy?
No, sir. Just thank you for broadcasting.
For sure there. Russell, man, good luck as you get ready to fight him out today, guys. All right, so Russell Hancock now head on the track here. We'll head on down there with them and watch the circuits roll out of the circle. Kansas feature winner there, Ty Morosco right now, currently going to try to file out his speed and the power here as Eric Blount, currently the #1 seed here so far, 39.50. It's been a blistering time there over the Rattlesnake Rubbercon, 39.54 for him. Solid effort there. Their old Rattlesnake back with us here once more on the show. Took a little hiatus there for just a minute, came back to come out and race, and he is back with a fiery vengeance. Derek Paulson. Yeah, solid time there for the former champion, 39.59. Help easily put him somewhere near the top 10 bracket, but he's got a who's who of drivers still. Look at trying to knock him off that spot, trying to take him down a few pegs. Lines him up down from the field there. Len McMeek's final time 39.65, 39.60 for Eric Blount. First time faster than the others, so that will help him in his collection. John Poole III right now, his time 39.87, starting up high side, going to linger his way to the bottom lane there for the next run. We'll see how his time goes. Currently, no one's been able to take down Blount so far. The missile, TJ Mitchell, getting a solid second position there, just 1/1000 of a second faster than Kahn, putting him right into the driver's house here as we're right now with Dustin Franklin. The number 74 machine as he's trying to pull the RPMs up to full power, full speed, full max, and full drive. See, that's a lot here, honestly, where drivers just do everything they can. First time on the clock here, 40.45. That is, again, not going to be a time he's trying to aim for. He's going to be looking to try to get the big one here. And that is how he starts it. Just driving it right onto the extreme bottom lane and pressurize it up. Scratching away right now, looking for that final lap there. Treywick currently at 39.57. Looking trying to assess for a faster time. Franklin's time going to be a 39.65. Nowhere near what he was expecting. Probably nowhere near what he was honestly hoping for. Treywick's final run, 39.73. Not enough to break into the fives. Surprisingly there from his end. So I'm generally shocked right now, guys. time for the Pit Stall Racing Series. Hey, could have said it any better myself. Here is your starting lineup presented in part by our friends at Fort Worth Screen Printing today. On the pole, he pilots the number 6, there will be Eric Blount. The outside, the number 4, that is DJ the Missile. And row number 2, it's the 23 of John Poole, the 3rd, the outside, and the 88, that is Robert the Rattlesnake Khan. Row number 3 and the 31, that is Todd Post, and the outside, that 98, that is going to be Michael Taylor. Row number 4, the 56 is Blake Trey, the outside, the number 1, that is the old Roscoe. It is time, Roscoe, and the number 1. Row number 5 and the 45, that is Tim Williams, the outside, and the 17, it will be Derek Paulson. And for row number 6, it is the 343, Russell Hancock. Outside the 12, it's the 8, Steve Rada. Row number 7, pilots the throttle, Chantel Bottle on the 5, the outside, and number 33, that is Brandon Meyer. Row number 8, and number 12, that's Chris Moreland, the outside, and the 74 is Dustin Franklin. Row number 9, and the 84 is Len McNeese, the outside, and the 60, it is Brian Rainville. Row number 10, the no double O is Gordon Larson Jr. on the outside, and the 76 is Mike Rideout. Row number 11, and the 25, it is Ilton Young, the outside, and the 61 is Chris Schuessler. Row number 12 and the number 66 is John T. Garrett, the outside, and then the 3, it is Michael Pratt. And our final seeds today in row 13 is the 118 of Robert Smith, the outside, and the number 13, it is Frank Hughes Jr. That is your starting lineup for today's action here on the show. I know we had a little disconnect there on our stream there. I'm well aware of that, race fans. I apologize in advance. I don't know what the heck happened. $80 laps to the distance. Hard shooting, hard running, hard racing. About to come set full sail for these drivers here. We talked to them earlier. We got their thoughts, got their feelings. Now it is go time here. And there is nothing they can even do to even begin to process this momentous occasion, to think about all the power and speed they're going to have to use up. Strategy is going to be very keen here. It's also going to be extremely difficult to nail down. All right, here we go, race fans. Right off turn number 4 here to our starting lineup here. Blount, Mitzel, ready to send them on their way here as we get them straight to the beginning of this race. The Lightning Wrapz restart zone turns into the starting zone for the 80 laps here in the pit stall. Let's go racing. I do apologize in advance if I do sound a little bit low on the broadcast as well. I am not talking very loud. I'm struggling right now still with my throat. I'm still having trouble with my voice as well to talk, so just be aware I am currently still fighting a little bit of what's remnants there, but I still got to deal with it. Wide saloon right off through turn number 3 and 4 there. You see Morosco posting, and it looks like that was the 98. It was a Michael Taylor there, kind of clipping up on the outside lane. Well, 3 wide saloon still there, as now John Poole the 3rd and Robert Kahn with Morosco swings right in between there in the middle there, right off the corner. Branched off there and managing to hold themselves down. Either driver wanted to give an inch to the other. There is Eric Vaughn, DJ Mitzel right now driving each other up to the oblivions. Driver right now trying to make the best of the situation, trying to make the best of their dues, see where they can go and what they can bring to the table. That 3 wide salute again, you're going to see a lot of this here from the early going. You'll see a lot of drivers kind of pacing and kind of getting a little quick on the draw. Some may even a little bit harder than others, but you'll notice the trend of if you try to get out early, you then run the risk of burning tires up too quick or burning up the fuel. So those that try to stay behind a little bit, kind of lean back, if you will, then they can start to mash down the gas pedal and get the momentum kicking their way. Maybe easier said than done though, especially considering what they have to do here and what they have to bring to the table. We'll work our way down through the field right now. Little onboard camera here with Shinto Throttle Follow here. As Steve Rada there claims up right between there with Tim Williams as well as Derek Paulson. John pulled the third right now in the 23. He knows a thing or two about these strategies and these long-term runs versus short-term games. He's been playing these guys quite a bit here on the show as of late. Numerous times as you come out here and just kind of whip a little bit of sense of these drivers and make them realize maybe they have a lot more competition than they realize that still have yet to be exposed here on the show. Honestly, one of the biggest things that was really impressed with there with John Cole was the fact that he was really confident, really smart on how he developed and how he maintained and handled each run each side for the distance. And right now he's doing it again here, in my opinion. Has to get a little trouble there right out through the back straightaway. From's off the corner. Pottle in trouble. Franklin in trouble. And it looks like a few others. Michael Taylor nailed down there in the speeds. Franklin getting the worst of it, it looks like. Nasty, nasty situation there. Unfortunately, just all of a sudden brewed up. They caught him off guard, and that now takes us to the PT and Race TV instant replay. Let's take a look at this one again. It looks like coming off from the turn there. Looks like there was some contact made up and towards the wall. This is presented by Fort Worth Screen Printing. Right there, you can see there, Paulo just got kind of nudged in. I think that may have been Len McNeese there. That was the one that started that. Then Dustin Franklin catching all that head, unfortunately, and the number 74 machine just nowhere he can go and nowhere to get out from. And that absolutely destroyed any chance that he had really to build up the pace there. That is Len McNeese right there. You see him roll right down the top, down to the bottom. Dustin thinks he's okay. Len McNeese out of here. So is Franklin. Thankfully wide open and controlled there. So I'm getting word right now that Len McNeese looks like he will be the one that's going to receive the EOL for this one here. We'll take one more look at it. Yeah, you can see he crashed up in the wall, brought it down, and smoked him. Tried to stay out of the wall protection there on the inside, and that did not quite go according to plan. Tough break there, unfortunately, but not much they can do. So it looks like currently the number 84 is going to be the one getting out of pit road finally after a little bit of a long stint there. The rest of the field currently just trying to hurry up and out. So all that side damage there. Let's see how the aerodynamics of the truck can hold on to the track here and see if maybe that ends up costing him a little bit more time, a lot more dependency here Lead it back down to the restart zone, back, and away we go. It is showtime once more as they reel him down. Eric Blount immediately smelling they may be a little bit in trouble. He sees there's some opening up on the outside lane and some big pushers and drafters coming through. Morosco, huge push there on that 23 at Pool. I don't know if Pool really appreciated losing that aerodynamic dependency. May have had a little bit give up there just because of that little tag. As we go on board here with the missile, DJ Mitchell right now currently. So four. Qualifying in the second spot. Buying his time, trying to base himself here as Pool is your new leader. Right now, the pacing, honestly, is starting to look more towards, so I'd say John Pool's trying to set up here, knows that he had an early going there, and had a little bit of a run. But now, Eric Blount falling back behind him, Ty Morosco even jumping it right up in between. He now is going for the race lead here as he is jumping in between. Morosco right now just placing his way into the field. Tim Williams there, and Derek Paulson also coming in between. That's now a little bit of that drive off there between Trewick and him. Passed on the stock and racked it up into the drive. John T. Garrett now, the Arkansas driver, trying to prove his worth as he sees the 3 wide saloon gauge. He had even raced on this very same track through before, I believe, and he's now watching on as an absolute madhouse ensues in front of him. 3 wide, turn 4 wide there, onto turn 1 and 2, back to the stack and racked into the back. I think it's safe to say that there's nobody right now safe from this position. Oh, trouble right in between the Athens Street printing, the 866 right on below. Steve Rada and the big number 8 machine. So 3 wide right off on the back stack here in the front end, and now everyone moving quick, moving towards the base. It's just looking good. And now, oh no, I had to open my big fat mouth. Chris Moreland in trouble. And a massive collision right off from turn number 2. Oh my, oh! And even the 118 there, Robert Smith just clobbered in that one, and still drivers wrecking out here. A whole bunch of arc break moments right there, unfortunately, just ensuing. Let's take a look at the replay here. Hard to really say. It looks like maybe the 56 may have gave contact, or Moreland may have lost control there. We'll have to look at the overall replay again. It's hard to really catch from that angle. It looks like maybe there was a little bit of a nudge there from Trewick coming down to that run, coming down off that spot. Let's see if there's a contact maybe before Moreland spun it. All I can say is a massive little pile up there, and that's definitely not going to do you any good there, unfortunately. So it looks like right now the field going to have to go into the pit road cycle here. As the admins currently do a little review. Moreland looks like he is going to be pretty much toast in that case. I think they're going to fall it on him there for losing control early, and then you need a tag there, unfortunately. Trawick with really no room to go. It's your pair up with that number 12, fresh set of grips and grid years, and there you go. Taking a look at it one more time, why the caution had come out there in the first place there, guys. Definitely a wild little one and a wild little sequence there. Looks like they may result it back onto Trawick there in the number 56 machine from the initial contact there. Yep, they will throw it on the 56. Looks like Trawick was the one that gave him the contact originally, so that is what is going to cause the caution. Despite Moreland's best efforts there. He'll have to deal with his old friend there back there in Blake Trawick. We're gonna bring it back to the Fort Worth Spring Princeton restart zone. And back away we go. Now the green flag dropping down. Now opposition's now really looking carefully at what the overall intake is going to be and what they're going to really have to face up against. Facing away right off from turn number 2. And Eric Blount currently right in the mix there with Morosco and Paulson and Williams right there too. 4 trucks right now looking hot on the trail. 118 Robert Smith. Seems like he might have a problem down there in that 118 machine. Whatever the case may be, it's going to send him way back in the pack as Blount jumping to the bottom. Almost trying to diverge off Morosco. Looking for a huge opening there as Morosco just crossing it right over in between. Going for a big cross through turn number 1 and 2. Yep. I think we may need to update the old PC there, iRacing, as well as our producers. We can fit into budget. That'd probably be something we may need to do here. Nevertheless, though, right now, currently, Raven right in the mix there from turn number 3 and 4. Eric Blount, Williams, Morosco, and Paulson still close on the guards and close on the track. Mitchell, Poston, Franklin, all in it to win it, and they're still looking for momentum as they occasionally kind of find themselves almost closer together than maybe they are expecting there as Michael Pratt. First big pit stall machine. Dead on his spot, dead on his momentum here. Looks like he might be trying to nail down some stuff here. A lot of corners to really work around, and a lot of speed to really build up from. Carlson up on the speed loose here yet again. Looks like number 66, Dante Garrett, going down low onto the bottom lane there. The number 1, Roscoe, trying to fight him down, trying to stabilize him up there. Eric Blount pulverizing there onto the bottom lane. There's Tim Williams engaged to sweep back as well. Done with this race. Oh, trouble right off of the turns. And Williams, can they keep it going? It's close. No, nope, they're not. No way. Nope. Yellow's out. Trouble on the track. Oh, dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Nasty situation there, unfortunately unfolding. There is a whole host of drivers just completely thrown out to the wire there and nowhere they can go. Look at it here. Looks like John Garrett kind of started the mess, but then Pratt was whacked there by Gordon Larson Jr. Not really sure who else you can really kind of look onto that one and look into that playing field, but that is pretty much kind of how it looks here. You can see again, Garrett catches the 45. Gordon Larson Jr. is the one that smacks the 3 and just takes a huge shot in the dark there, unfortunately. And just nothing he can do about it. Definitely not what he was hoping for, not what he wanted to see at all there. Right here. I mean, he had no time to react either. Hard to really make a good judgment call on that. We'll let you decide there on home. So what I'm gathering down there right now is John T. Garrett will be the one that will be the recipient of the EOL for starting the situation there. And here's again why that is the case here. Let's take another look at it here. You can see why this whole dilemma started for him. See right here, he comes down. Kind of nudged the 45 and started that whole chain reaction there. Everyone else kind of tried to get out of it in time there. That was on lap number 20. So there you go. Right now, currently, the whole field pretty much just putting everything they got up to the stones and up to the keep. Trying to hang in there. Working their way down across the plains here from the front straightaway back to the Lightning Wrapz restart zone. Green flag drops out again. Here we go, back in Michigan. My old Michael Bullinger saying, hi Christian, talk to you Sunday. Yeah, Michael, it's good to hear from you again, sir. Yeah, we'll see you there Sunday night, buddy. We'll see how things go there. I'm currently hoping my voice by then just honestly just gets to full steam, full work. Derek Walton right now currently working with teammate Morosco here as he tries to push the number one as far as and hard as he can. From turn number one side here, Todd Poston. Dropping down in a little bit, trying to hang on to the back. That's Tim Williams there, right there with them. Every driver for themselves currently as they're looking to nail each little run they can. Brandon Meyer, though, the number 33 GoPro machine, looks like a little bit of a little boost or two. Maybe found another couple gears or two. He's starting to make pace and make ends meet. Oh, as he gets a nice little tag there from Morosco. Morosco, he is not letting anything bite him today. Now talking about aggression levels picked up a notch. I think they may have just picked up more than he realized that. Three wide saloon back off of the backside here. Four wide, almost right into the playing field. These guys are throwing the haymakers. They're not letting anything get out of their sight. There's momentum here. That draft now almost becomes their precious valuable. They need every bit they can get. Every little instinct, every little corner, every little drive off. They rolling back on the bottom lane now. Paulson, Pottle, and Williams. Three wide. Hanging down a little bit too, though. It looks like they're going to start to kind of creep up with the three wide up front. Robert Kahn, the old rattlesnake, yeah, sneaky snake, just can't help himself. Gonna try and holster his way down there onto that bottom lane now, moving his way through. Morosco trying to hold it with Blount. Blount looking for some serious speed, some run to rhythm with it. Kahn now getting a little help from the one as Blount tries to find a way back on that line of sight, that line of run. The entry of the turn, they only get so much of it for speed, extra boosting there, but the exit is honestly where all that momentum is lost at if you're not on the outside groove, on the outside lane. I think honestly, yeah, maybe what is kind of hurting some of these drivers is opportunities and their momentum carried through the turn. Oh, Kahn, huge mistake there. A big problem there for the number 88. Something majorly going wrong there for the rattlesnake. Look like an entire switch just went off on the 88, and I think he may be in trouble. All that power and that speed he just had just completely thrown to the wall and to the distance. Oh, right to the wall, there it goes, the end of the town. And now trouble for Michael Pratt as he goes spinning it right off for turn number 2. Well, that was a whole can of worms in of itself to look at here. We'll take a look at the replay. I don't even know where to begin on this one. see if Frat gets a little help. Does right there. Looks like Pottle may have contributed there a little bit. See if that nose does catch the 3 just enough. Kind of a harder camera angle to notice there, honestly. We'll take one last look at it. Still pretty hard to tell, honestly. I mean, I think we have a little motion camera down there, don't we? The producers are saying, yeah, we do. So let's see if we can take a look at it here. Oh, that is close. It looks like frame by frame by frame, it is there though. So it looks like that may be the situation there. That is going to be the dilemma. So it looks like, yep, that will be unfortunately the cause in the route there. The number 5, as the trial Chantal Bottle will have to take an EOL there. Now here we go, race fans, the field doubling up and ready to double on down. Further back to the green flag restart zone. We line them back down and see what they can do. Michael saying he'll be a little bit busy with his actual in real life broadcast there. It's alright, Michael. We don't have any broadcasts on the call tomorrow, thankfully. Gonna get some time to relax for once. Certainly need it though. Although I've had a couple days to relax and I missed a couple calls, unfortunately, due to it. So it's something to kind of figure out. Roscoe, Poston, Meyer right now currently battling hard there with Blount, Paulson, Garson Jr., Rada, Kahn, and Garrett in the top 5 bracket. Little semblance of 3 wide salute as they move their way through the chain. Coming down around the bankings there, 3 big double 3 wide as each driver right there in that mix looks like got Garrett, Franklin, Mitchell, Williams, Kahn, and a few others. It looks like in that mix up, and they are just battling back and forth side by side, juking it to the run of the can be. Poston, Blount, Morosco look like they may be kind of edged off a bit, trying to throw his dive down as much as they can here. Coming back, another pace. Oh, look out, trouble there, right on the back straightaway. Dustin Franklin, bam, right in the inside wall. Massive collision, a huge wreck ensuing there as Franklin, Williams, and it looks like Pottle intervening. Nasty, nasty hit there, unfortunately, and a horrible wreck there coming off from the inside there on the back straightaway. We'll take a look at the replay here. Looked like a whole slew of things happened there. I thought I may have saw Kahn there in the inside lane, causing that ruckus to happen. Take another look at it here and see if we can fully tell for sure. Came right off from the corner. Tim Williams is gone here. And it looks like Kahn just tried to sneak his nose in there somewhere he probably didn't belong in, unfortunately. Here on lap number 39. like he'll have to wait for everyone to get into pit road before he can. Well, from pit road right now, currently, Franklin, Rainville, Robert Kahn, Steve Rada, all of them coming back out. Roscoe, Mitchell. They're all looking to try to do some damage here, get some fix up on that one. Halfway done with this race. Michael says, glad I was able to help out all week as I'm hoping to hang out with my uncle. Well, Bulger, give us our best regards from us here at PTM TV. Rolling back down from the front straightaway here once again here. And getting back to the green flag restart zone. Roscoe looking to try to sell them up and go back to back on TV. Oh boy, you can certainly feel that power running off from the drive here. Coming down from the flags here and into the speeds. Big jump there as Mitchell, Morosco, Blount, Garrett, oh, close by. Robert Smith even now trying to shoot it up 3 to 4. 3 to 4 was 4 wide to 3 wide there. And everyone in between just trying to nail down any little give they can. Garrett trying to fight back quick. I think it's safe to say nobody at this point really gives a hoot. They just want to race, and race they shall. Still close on the guards here. Treywick right now looking for a bit of a comeback trail here as he works his way back on the inside. You know, the more these drivers have to kind of fight out, the more they have to kind of pace themselves, the tougher it becomes to hold on. And caution is out once again. Trouble. Robert Smith has crashed right into the inside wall retainer. Oh my, they're still wrecking back there. Oh, good Lord. Good Lord almighty. The Race of Lords, not pleased with that one either again. Let's go to the Pizza Race TV instant replay here. Well, my perspective, it looked like Todd Boson just came running down on the 118. I don't even know what the heck happened on the other. I think I might have been the 98 of Michael Taylor. I have no idea what the heck was going through that guy's mind. Now, of course, we'll look at it from Posted's angle here. See if... Well, a question I have there is, did he have time to break off or get away from him there? Considering what that 118 was up to. Well, I'm going to presume that is going to fall on the number 57 there. Unfortunately, is the 118 there of, well, he unfortunately put into the background here for just a bit. Robert Smith. Let's take a look back at the replay here and see if we can get another look at this one again, because it's really kind of hard to tell for sure had it been on him or if maybe there was a little bit of a driving factor there on the 118. Yeah, I still think at the end of the day, Posted could have left off there. He honestly just kind of came up on him there. And that will cost him there. May not agree with it, but it is going to be the call. Bringing them back along to the restart zone here again. Here we go. Green flag back on now. Once more. Hard start there for Larson Jr. And that may have shuffled up some feathers back there. Shuffled up some drivers and ruffled up a few feathers. And more trouble down there. Unfortunately, it looks like problems for Tim Williams, and it looks like even Len McNeese and Michael Pratt down there. Caution is out on the track. Things are going to get a little bit crazier, a little bit more hard on the nose. All of a sudden, nope. Throws it right back at him yet again. Take a look at the replay. I kind of had a feeling something might have happened here. Well, the motor quit on one of the drivers. Oh, no. I think the motor might have quit on that 56 there. We'll have to see if it did or not there. Hard to really say. Somebody's motor quit, though. That is for certain. Oh, yeah. So blown motor, unfortunately, going to just completely derail the 56 with Blake Trawick. That will cost him dearly. Yeah, for the defending champion too, these points, they mean a lot. And he needs every bit of them just to survive in this kind of harsh conditions, harsh kind of canisters here. Well, certainly don't want to be messing up any more runs in this one. Now you're gonna have to figure out how to just keep that power up and watch out for anybody that may be a little too quick to the draw, maybe a little too off on the pace. So here we go, 30 laps, about to turn 29 laps left to go here. Oh, you can feel the pacing in the air. You can feel the thickness at heart. Coming back to the line here. 29 laps remain here in Michigan. Much better restart on the bottom. The outside, though, not getting much of a give. Don't get much speed, much more runoff on that one there now. It just becomes more of a fight off zone and more of a drag out of the race. Eric Blount getting the early go. Poole, Garson Jr., Kahn, and Meyer trying to catch up. Pottle, Taylor, Radek, Schussler, and Smith waiting in the wings. Trying to creep up a little bit down the edge of the turns here. Looks like maybe Poole, Larson Jr., and Kahn seem to be a little bit more on their nose here. Going down on the bottom lane now. Kahn trying to make a big jump on the bottom, shooting for the move, shooting for the speed. Trying to hold on. Trying to get a little bit of that timing gap there if you can. It just looks a lot trickier than it is. But really, it all boils down to who can kind of keep the momentum up and then who can get that run back on them. You see the field there in the mid back there. They're struggling to keep up, and now they're even more struggling there. There's a little bit of problems there for Brian Rainville. Caution out on the track yet again. Oh my. Well, Ryan Rainville, unfortunately, caught completely off guard there, and unfortunately, that Sirius XM 60 machine just yet again being used up. Yeah, drove right up onto the number 45 there. And got clipped up by Russ Hancock there. Right on the 45 there, and that's what pretty much kind of started that chain reaction, unfortunately. And a tough break there for Rainville is once again, he'll have to just kind of set that one out. So now 25 laps now, about to turn into about a 23 lap shootout from there. It's really all pickings and wickets here. gonna double back up here now. 23 laps will be remaining here. All the drivers still froze from all the madness and insanity that persisted and pursued. With the green flag back right out on the gate there, you can just see all the speed and momentum once more. Quite a start there. Even Schuster as well. Schuster not usually one guy you kind of have to watch out for in these kind of races, but now it looks like he may have been kind of learning a few tools and tricks here from these guys. And the gals too, of course, working hard there. Working around from Chantal Bottle as she continues to do her thing. Everyone right now just pacing their way around here with 23, about to turn 22 laps remaining. Morosco, Kahn, 4 wide, right for the race lead here. Morosco, Kahn, Mitzel, and Paulson. That's straight on the nose there, and they are killing that speed there. 4 wide off, now turning 3 deep, down to 2. And it's Kahn, the 88 machine, moving directly right in the line of sight. Mitzel, Kahn right now, and Paulson's just trying to make every bit of their work due here right now. Kahn trying to fight back right on the inside those. Mitzel fights hard, aiming towards his bottom lane. Trying to drive it out from between there on the bottom. Blount kind of crept up in between as well. Nowhere for them to go. Paulson now trading up the lead here as he moves in there with Morosco. Everyone just looking to kind of just take whatever they can here in this race, trying to build up a piece by piece layout, what they want to do. 19 laps left to go here. Paulson going on to the bottom lane, shooting quick as Mitzel fires up on the outside, banked up there. Morosco slightly loose coming down there from the exit of turn number 2. Each driver right now currently just trying to dictate as much as they can, pace their way back in, but nowhere for them to go. Kahn right now struggling. Paulson up in the bank there too. And Morosco kind of drifted it right in between the middle, crossed up again. Each one of them now looking for a dead spot on the lane. Screaming and toiling and dealing and everything they can right now. Moscow, Paulson just blowing every piece they can, looking for whatever kind of run they can do. Kahn, same situation. Mitchell and Cole right now just trying to link around whatever they can just to hang in there. Adam Stewart Furl, first time here, lover #1 trucks colors here. Adam, thanks so much for tuning in here today, and yeah, definitely has shown some speed and some durability over there with those trucks, especially that color scheme and all that too. And Roscoe, definitely nothing short of the speed and power as well. Gordon Larson Jr. there at the pit road there as he now moves his way into the field. I do apologize for the audio issue there. There was kind of having some troubles there on my end, and was had a little strep throat issue there, unfortunately. I apologize, guys. Roscoe is the lead, and now trying to go back to back as Bottle goes to head with Trevor trying to get some speed and some power aligned on his run here. That's Poston. Dips down the bottom lane. Battle for the 4th spot. Crossover on Rada, and Rada just maneuvering up and making some serious wound there. Poole Poston right now looking to get a little bit of momentum on Morosco. Morosco tries to hold him back and tries to line him back down. Morosco though on 2 laps, full burned up tires, seems to be in a bit of a favorable position. And Poston, a huge crossover, slid in between and took him for a ride. And absolutely taking everything he could, and no one could even survive that. Holy smokes, that could have been nasty. But Poston is your new leader as Poole tries to close him back up. And just like that, Poston now moving completely into the race leader books. And remember, it was a couple of seasons ago in the Super Late Model division. Poston looked like he had pretty much everything set his way and what he needed to do to win it, only to just completely get destroyed out and lost all that momentum and ground. Now, it looks like Redemption has given him a favorable key and a favorable line. He seems to now have finally found his mojo and has finally found his drive to survive as he's got 5 laps to go. And about a second lead off from Poole. Morosco just can't believe though a huge move like that thrown right at him and nothing he can do about it. Bringing their way around right now. Every one of these drivers here that are in that top 5 bracket, the top 10 lines, they're doing everything they can just to work for what they can get. And Poston, though, it looks like pretty much this one might be wrapped up for him. Right now, 2 laps left to go. Poston just trying to keep his distance. Knows that Poole is going to be right there if he gets any kind of chance. Morasco trying to hopefully get anything left off from Poole as well. Hopefully he can really make any less to do. Oh! And on the last couple laps, trouble for the 5. Puddle dropped right in between there with Garrett as well. And just like that again, the field and a bit of a downward spiral trend just gets taken for an absolute eclipse of a nightmare here. And now 2 green-white checkers are up for grabs here. Let's take a look at the replay here. Well, it looks like Garrett lost a little bit of time there and was trying to back off from Pottle. Pottle was losing the truck there off the corner, and it looked like after that little tag as well, it ended up catching her completely out of that there, unfortunately, and that just takes it for the absolute drive here. You can see the truck was lost already. She was trying to hang on, but nothing she could do about it there. And a very ticked off number 5. Certainly going to be a lesser of extent than maybe that 57 of Poston is going to feel right now. But now he's got to make a decision whether or not he decides to go into pit road with them, or he'll try and survive it out on the run. So now, judgment time coming up. Those that went in to take tires and fuel, they find themselves now trapped in between a rock and a hard place. Those that are going for broke know they have nothing left to lose. Ooh, this is a big moment coming up here, folks. One big jump, one big run off, and that is what could set the tables and set the bar for these drivers. They know they cannot make a single mistake on this. coming back right off one more time by from turn number 4. Will this be their last hurrah? Who is to say? All we know is let the greens send them their way. One more time. Here is your lightning wrap start restart zone. Set them to them. 1 of 2 green white checker attempts. Coming down now, trouble right out of the back straightaway. Mike Rideout going for a huge spin and a whip right into the corner on the back half, and a wreck unfortunately ensues. That will unfortunately set us to one more green-white checkered attempt here. Rideout just unfortunately another incident soul. Right off on that turn there, got bumped around there the one before. Mike Rideout just kind of tipping away, and all of a sudden this happened right at him. Nothing he can do about it. Well, last green-white checker attempt here, guys. Kaufman says I got money on another wreck here. We'll have to see. I'm hoping that. I'm hoping we can make it through the end with this one. Green to white, checkered attempt coming up. Who makes it through? Who makes it to the end? Battle of the paces here as they reel him back one more time back here to the line. It's all do or die time for these drivers. Who's taking it through to the end for one last chance to get to the white, to get to the checkers? Took a big jump there out the run. Russell Hancock, Eric Blount, TJ Mitchell, all trying to do their best here as Hancock tries to get there to Poston. Big speed coming on that back straightaway. Scuffling and shirting through. Every driver just wants to make it to the end. Hancock, big run to the inside. He's got to jump, trying to clear the gap. 3 wide. Oh, mixed in between on the very, very bottom. Going 4 wide, wrecking behind. Can they get it to the white? Can they get it to the white flag? Yes, they can. White's out. They're going for the checkers. Poston probably just can't believe this. He was hoping it wouldn't come to this. It wouldn't be that. Running it down. Back through. Off of turn number 2. Who's it going to be to the end here? Morosco is driving it right off from the playing field. Looks like he found his final ledge. One more time. Gonna come for the speed and the gap. Morosco straight to the line. Blocked up Poole. And checkers out for Morosco. Huge wreck ensuing there on that front half here as Poole gets blocked off for first. Morosco goes back to back and wins it here at Michigan. A huge, huge win for Ty Morosco, ladies and gentlemen. What a win. And a back-to-back wins as well from Morosco. I gotta believe he's really excited about this one. Race results now by Fort Worth Screen Printing here. Morosco, the victor. Poole second. DJ Mitchell third. Pottle goes fourth. Meyer goes fifth. Sixth to Treywick. Seventh to Larson Jr. Eighth to Taylor. Ninth to McNeese. And 10th to Steve Rada. That rounds out the top 10 in your field today. Other finishers on your screen as well. Whew, boy, what a wild, wild one this one was, ladies and gentlemen. But that is just sometimes how the cookie crumbles, and Michigan, no different there. Hard racing from point A to point B here. Let's take it down now. Talk to your top 3 finishers. DJ the Mitzel joining us first on the call here. And Mitzel, big position for you and the team here, my friend, as you just take every bit that you had to do with this one. I mean, taking liberties in the third. I mean, how was it feeling to get this one there, bud?
It was a good race. I feel like finishing third, I'm very happy with. I feel bad for Todd Poston though. That caution came out with a couple laps to go. He was running away with it. It's unfortunate. A lot of cautions tonight, which is unfortunate. But I was a little worried that I was going to finish quite a bit further back with that second green white, or no, maybe the first one. I had to pit because I had nowhere near enough fuel, so I thought I'd finish way in the back. But worked out. Probably got third where I should have been a third to fifth truck. So I'll take it.
Take it indeed. I know obviously this was a big position, a big moment for you and the team here. Having getting into third place here and taking quite a drive here for what it was worth. I mean, how important was it really to kind of just get those last bit of moves in there with these guys?
Yeah, it was good. I'm glad we got what we got. Tough race tonight though, just everybody on top of each other, and then dealing with loose truck later in the run. I don't know if you saw some of that towards the end of that longer run. Everybody was just power sliding through the turns, so it was kind of fun, interesting to watch. Once we got a little spread out, just being on top of each other all night was a bit frustrating. But all in all, I'll take it.
Well, take it indeed. Third place for you, the team. How you want to thank this one for you today, buddy?
I just want to thank the guys running with me, Todd, Russ, and Len tonight, and then all the pit stall admins, and thank you for broadcasting.
For sure there, DJ, man. Congratulations taking on home for a solid third place today.
10-4, thanks.
DJ, the missile, ladies and gentlemen. I always kind of mess up on that little rhyming there. Coming away, though, in a solid second place spot, of course, John Poole the third. Coming away today with a nice, all solid position here. And John, as you join us now here in the second place position here, you know, obviously you had a lot going on down there. And we're trying to make the best of what you can do with. But, I mean, man, you had a lot going on, a lot really playing down on you. What the heck was going through your mind when you literally were right at the end of this one?
Honestly, this whole race has been probably one of the most mentally tough races that I've been across. Just a lot of thinking about moves and kind of interpreting things. I mean, that last restart there, my thought process was I was really concerned that the top three were going to run out of fuel. So my concern was trying to get past them as best as possible. I got clear of the bottom side, and honestly, it was just a kind of lick the stamp and send it into three there with 2 to go coming to the white, and I knew it was going to stick, but it was just difficult to kind of make it to where you weren't scrubbing too much speed. But it's okay. We still recovered to P2. Ty just snookered me there going into one on the white, which good on him. I did not think there was room for another vehicle there, but there was, so good on him.
Good on him indeed. Honestly, I want to ask this too about there, bud. The last lap on the final corner looked like he had kind of pretty much dropped down there to block you from that run. Had he not had a chance to do that, I mean, would you maybe try to make one last little ditch effort to try to get around him, you think?
It would have been very difficult. I think once he, just the distance that we were at going into 3 and even into 4, if we were just a little bit closer, maybe I was on like really up against his tailgate there, I could have got beside him, side drafted him, and maybe pulled him back. But nah, I think out of 4, he had me covered off pretty well.
Well, still a second place position though for you and the team. John, I gotta ask you, man, who do you want to thank you for this one?
Just got to thank the admins for putting this on every single week. I know that sometimes I can be a little bit of a prima donna, so I thank them though. They do great work as always. Got to thank my teammates and Blake Trewick and Steve Rada. Without those guys, I wouldn't be here right now. So yeah, and thank you for putting on the broadcast each and every week. Do appreciate it.
For sure there, John, man. Congratulations taking on home for a solid second today, buddy.
Absolutely, thank you.
John Poole, ladies and gentlemen, going home second place today. And today, well, another win, back-to-back trips, victory lane. Ty Morosco. Morosco, I mean, you literally found another way to get back into victory lane. You had a huge race there back in Kansas, of course. Now, finding it in Michigan here, I mean, how big was this one for you and the team today, buddy?
Oh, this is big. Michigan, home track for me. always nice to come here and run well, but also very nice to get to actually go sit in victory lane. Not too many tracks you get to go sit in victory lane, and that's what we're doing right now. And you know, we got a little lucky with the strategy at the end there, but we still had to race our way hard to get up to the front. Still had to pass some trucks, and we ended up doing it. And we just had a fast number one Chevy Silverado out there tonight, and hate to see it for my teammate. Derek, he got issues going on with the truck or whatever was going on. He had issues. Would have been battle. I would like to battle to see with him, but obviously we will come up out on top for our MFRD team, and man, it was fun.
Fun indeed. Now I know, obviously you had a lot more momentum and a lot more control there on the very last bit, but had that caution not came out and gave you guys another chance at this, I mean, really, what would have been kind of the game plan from then on? Because it looked like really you were hard in the battle there for a second.
Yeah, actually, right before the caution got loose, I got loose, and I took second, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm just gonna finish second tonight. Kind of sucks that we got beat on the strategy a little bit, but then we ended up winning on the strategy. So it kind of lucked out in our favor, and happy to take home the win here at Michigan's, again, home track. So love to take home for the home fans.
For sure there, Morosco finishing first. So you want to thank her for this one, bud?
I like to thank Michael Falk, MF Racing Designs, my teammate, or not my team owner, and my paint guy for all my leagues. Beautiful 17 car out there tonight for Derek. I'd like to thank him for all he's done, and had the way it had to happen tonight. That sucked really big. And then you in the booth, and then Tim putting it on every week, and I had to go to, I think, Auto Club next, which is a very similar track, and we'll have fun there. Hopefully we go out and make it a three-peat. That would be awesome.
The sister track is up next indeed. Ty, congratulations. Bring it on home. Back to victory lane.
Thank you.
Ty Morosco, ladies and gentlemen, your winner today. And that all but does it for our coverage today, race fans. Thank you so much for tuning on in. We appreciate your support and hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time with a great flag flies on Pizza and Race TV.